If in the past 2 or 3 years you've been online, you probably know the old money aesthetic has completely taken over men's fashion the last couple of years. You see it all over TikTok, you see it all over Instagram, cream cable knits, loafers, blazers, but here's the thing. Most guys are copying the surface without understanding the foundation. True old money style isn't about luxury brands, it's about discipline. It's about consistency. So, today, I'm breaking down 4 old money essentials that most people completely overlook. Not just itemized essentials, but also habitual essentials. The small details that separate a guy who looks genuinely refined from one who looks like he's trying to be. Let's start with the cornerstone of all refined style, and that's fit. You can spend $2,000 on a designer blazer, but if it doesn't fit your shoulders or your sleeves or your torso properly, it's wasted money. On the flip side, a $100 jacket that's perfectly tailored to your frame will look like it came off Salve Row. Old money wardrobes aren't full of endless clothes, they're full of well-fitted ones. Tailoring is the silent language of wealth. Every line and proportion of the garment is intentional. These are the ground rules. The shoulder seam should align perfectly with the edge of your shoulder, not drooping, not tight. The sleeves should stop just above your wrist bone so that a quarter inch of your shirt cuff can show. Your trousers should sit at your natural waist and break slightly over your shoes. It's precise. This level of attention makes your entire look feel more structured, confident, and expensive, even when the pieces themselves aren't. If you don't already have one, find a tailor. Get your favorite pair of pants or a blazer altered, and once you see the difference, I swear you will never, ever go back. Next up, and this is one most guys misunderstand, and that's color and texture. Old money style isn't about colorless outfits, it's just about harmony. The palette does revolve around timeless muted shades, so like navy, camel, olive, charcoal, cream. The tones are rich but soft, and never loud or overtly saturated. But that doesn't mean you have to take out all vibrance. Personal taste is what makes the outfit yours. But the real magic comes from texture. Texture adds depth and visual interest. A wool blazer over an Oxford shirt, a cashmere crew neck with corduroy trousers, suede loafers instead of shiny leather. These combinations look elegant because they feel human. They have this sort of warmth and dimension. They're the complete opposite of that glossy fast fashion polyester. The materials matter too, so old money wardrobes are built from natural fibers, wool, cotton, cashmere, linen, silk. They don't only age better, but they move with your body and develop a character over time. If you want to level up instantly, start replacing synthetic blends with quality fabrics in neutral tones. Now, this can be a slow process, but each upgrade compounds. Now let's talk about accessories. This one can be the most overdone area in men's fashion. Modern, new money styles love loud branding, big logos, oversized watches, and flashy jewelry. Old money style goes the exact opposite direction. It's typically about understatement. But like I said before, you don't have to take away your personality. Think slim leather strap watches, a subtle gold ring, or possibly even chunky bracelets. This may seem the antithesis of the aesthetic, but as someone who likes accessories myself, I find a way to balance my style with restraint so I can still wear what I want without feeling like I'm sacrificing my likes and dislikes. A simple leather belt that matches your shoes, even eyewear can follow these principles. Tortoiseshell frames, classic shapes, nothing too futuristic or extravagant, as that can clash very easily. Now, scarves, gloves, and pocket squares are a wonderful way for your personality to come through. You can have them in various colors and quality material like wool, silk, or cashmere. The restraint communicates something powerful. It says you don't need to prove anything with your clothing. This is just who you are. And number 4, the final old money essential, and arguably the most overlooked, is just maintenance. Old money style isn't just what you buy, it's about how you care for yourself, how you care for what you have. Everything is pressed, polished, and clean, not just because of vanity, but because of the respect for the craft. Wrinkled shirts, scuffed shoes, and linty coats are all subconscious signals of chaos. But a clean shave, neat hair, and well-kept clothing, that signals self-control and confidence. Here's the mindset shift. Don't dress up occasionally. Maintain your appearance as the baseline. Make it a habit to polish your shoes every couple of weeks or steam press your shirts and trousers. Always store any sweaters folded, never hung, and rotate fragrances that are subtle and not overwhelming. You don't have to overdo it. In fact, the goal is to look effortlessly put together, like this is just how you are and this is how you live. Because as I said before, the look is all about consistency. So there you have it, 4 old money essentials that I believe most men completely overlook. It's not about buying more, it's about refining what you already own, slowly upgrading and moving with intention. If you want to embody the old money look, just stop chasing the aesthetic and start building the habits behind it. Tailoring, texture, subtlety, and discipline. Thanks for watching this breakdown. If it helped you, hit the like button. Drop a comment with the most underrated old money essential that you've learned about, and subscribe for more men's style content. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.